XRP. Yet another big story about one of the most talked about cryptocurrencies. This time it's because of a big decision made by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The decision is so important that it could turn regular people who buy in XRP into millionaires. What the SEC does could lead to huge wins in the world of cryptocurrencies, digital money. But why is XRP getting so much attention all of a sudden? What makes this ruling so special? The answer lies in how the market reacted to this decision. If the price of XRP goes through the roof, investors who have held on to their coins could make a lot of money, and current predictions say it could hit an amazing $280.54 for every coin. The people who have been patient might make a lot of money from it. Before we talk about why now might be very important for people who own XRP, let's quickly go over the court battle that Ripple and its own cryptocurrency XRP are in. For more than 3 years, the SEC has said that Ripple Labs selling assets that aren't registered like XRP. The price of XRP has been going up and down so much that investors are now confused and unsure. Some people still thought Ripple would win the case, but others sold their XRP because they didn't know what would happen to it. But if the SEC rules in Ripple's favor, this new decision could be the one that changes everything. Let the market know that XRP is not a security and that the lawsuit is over. This would make investors, businesses, and groups that were on the fence before more likely to buy XRP. XRP's value could go up a lot, and people who own tokens could see their investments grow in ways they never thought possible. It's not just wishful thinking that people think XRP will hit $280.54. There are good reasons for it. At the very least, the market is reacting well to the SEC's decision. Prices have already gone up. If Ripple can fix its legal problems, the coin's image will get a lot better of big and small buyers, and it's not just because of what the SEC said. Ripple has taken smart steps over the past few years that have set it up for long-term success. The company is in a unique situation because it has strong relationships with financial institutions, such as alliances with major banks and payment processors. Ripple could be one of the first companies to make this change so that it can profit from the growth of digital payments around the world as cryptocurrencies become more popular in the world's banking system. What might happen if the price of XRP goes up? Some experts think it could soon reach $280.54. Picture this, and if you've been holding on to your XRP, that price could be a huge reward for people who have been waiting for the SEC to make its ruling. XRP has been a wild ride for buyers. If it hits $280.54, though, those who bought it when it was cheaper may finally see the end. This kind of growth has happened before in the cryptocurrency market. For example, look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, whose prices shot up sharply after important events or new ideas in their histories. So it's not just a pipe dream. Prices could get money back that changes their financial future. With the SEC, XRP's path may be going in the same direction. Choice that could lead to a bigger market value and more people using it. For people who don't know much about XRP, the options are endless. Now is the time to pay attention because the SEC's decision is more than just a court decision. It's essential to XRP's full potential. Now is the time to understand what XRP is, whether you've had it for a while or are just learning about it, could be in danger. It will be a big deal for the whole cryptocurrency world if the $280.54 estimate comes true. The SEC's ruling changes everything, and many people who own XRP will become very rich as a result. Are you ready to see this happen? XRP has a strong base and a clear way forward, so it could soon become a popular cryptocurrency. The value of this coin keeps going up. The case between the SEC and Ripple has been one of the most talked about topics in the world of cryptocurrencies for a long time. Because the SEC says Ripple sold a security that wasn't registered, XRP has been in a fierce fight that has caused its value to change a lot, price and investors scared. But the SEC's most recent ruling could be the moment XRP has been waiting for. A decision in favor of Ripple could not only make it clear what the law says about XRP, but it could also cause its price to skyrocket. The market is responding well to this news, and many investors are hopeful that XRP will soon be free from the law's restrictions. The battle has been long and hard, and many investors have held on to their XRP in the hopes that Ripple will finally get past the problems it has been facing. Others who weren't sure what would happen sold their holdings or didn't buy in XRP at all. Anyone who has been watching the case can't say enough about how important this decision is. All things considered, the SEC's decision is coming soon, and Ripple might win the case. This could finally prove to investors who made long-term bets that they were right. If Ripple is cleared of the SEC's charges, XRP may be able to work in a much more stable legal environment. This would likely bring in more big investors and make it easier for more people to use This decision could make it possible for XRP to be seen as a real player in the market for digital assets in the future. Not just Ripple, but the whole cryptocurrency market could be affected by the SEC's ruling. XRP has been thought of as a top cryptocurrency for a long time. If it is approved, its growth could have a ripple effect on the whole market. Of the SEC's fees and builds trust in the market, it may also lead to more investment in other cryptocurrencies. Since investors are always looking for the next big thing, if XRP can show that it can get past regulatory problems and come out better, other projects may do the same. This could lead to more people using cryptocurrencies. The market's response to the SEC decision has been telling since the news spread. Ripple's success in the financial sector and other industries around the world could set a strong example for how other cryptocurrencies should deal with regulatory scrutiny and get past problems. The price of XRP has been slowly going up, and investors are becoming more optimistic about the future. This price spike is just the beginning. As trust in XRP keeps growing, concerns about regulations may have kept big banks from getting involved in cryptocurrencies, but they may now start to think about XRP, which could cause its value to rise even more. Many experts think that XRP could soon hit a value of $280.54, a level that didn't seem possible. This is because the SEC's decision may finally give these institutions the confidence they need to act, which would bring in more money and drive the price of XRP even higher. It was only a few months ago, but the SEC's decision will help more than just big buyers. Small investors who have hung on to XRP through its highs and lows could get a big payout. A lot of people have seen the price of XRP go up and down over time, and some have even given up on its future.